What is up, guys? Welcome back to Parkitect. I had some problems last week uploading, what is it, part 15? Yeah, part 15. I can't believe we're already on 16 right now. I tried uploading it, I want to say 3 different times, and each time YouTube gave some sort of problem. It's happened to me before where you'll upload a video and it'll just be stuck on like 50% or something, and then it'll just keep increasing the time. So it kept increasing it after I'd say 45 minutes. My internet isn't even that bad, so there shouldn't be a problem there. But of course there's always something that's gotta, try to delay everything. So that upload was on Friday, and I think it was late Friday. So I had a problem with the render and then a problem trying to upload it. And that resulted in it going out pretty late. And, I didn't really expect that video to do too well. But, what can you do? And I honestly did not realize how bad the quality is in the streams, or at least the download from the streams. It just sort of took it from, I think, what was it, like 720p to like 360. So even though I render the video out at like 1080 60, it's definitely not gonna look like that. And I'm going to, next time I do stream it, I'm going to be recording at the same time so that file won't have a problem with quality, because at this point the streams are just getting ridiculous when it comes to turning them into videos or even streaming in general. And I have no idea what to do to fix it, but I'm still trying my best, and it is a pain, but what can you do besides try your best? And in this video, it'll also be pretty bad, and it should be fixed for the next Parkitect episode, whenever that goes out. I haven't really decided on if I want to upload something different next week or keep going with some more Parkitect episodes, because it does get kind of stale after a while, even though you can do a whole bunch of different styles and stuff, but it does get pretty stale, and I'm still having fun with it. The view time and just the views in general is pretty low, so I haven't really made my mind up yet on what I want to do. Regardless, if you're watching this, thank you for stopping by and spending however long you stay in this video. I do appreciate the support and the likes and the comments and anything you guys do. So yeah, sorry about the whole quality thing. I should have it figured out soon. I'm gonna be, I don't want to say next week, maybe the week after, I'm gonna be moving my entire setup and trying to get the whole streaming thing together, like I said in the last video. So look forward to hanging out in the streams with me. It is pretty fun. There's a few people that come out whenever I do stream right now, and they have fun, or at least it seems like it. In this episode, we are going to be working on the sort of food court area and then one coaster. And this coaster, I haven't really done anything like this. It's sort of it takes up a lot of space. So you'll end up seeing it later on towards the end of the video. So if you want to just go check that out, you can. I don't work on the, God, I can never remember it, the station for this coaster yet, because the stream was already going on for quite a long time, and I didn't want to have the file be too big to where it'll compress it even more, and sadly it already did, so we're gonna have to work on that the next time. But I did something a little bit different with this park, and I didn't do a main street, which is sort of what I do for every other one, but I mean, I wouldn't really consider this even a main street because it's not really. I have the park sort of go off in 3 directions that all lead to the same place, since it is just a big island. And speaking of which, I did decide to name it Adventure Island, not in any reason like particular. It's what came to my head, and it is a bunch of different themes, and since it is an island, it sort of, fits that whole area. So I took a bit of time whenever I was making this area because I had no reference. I was just going along with whatever sort of looked good, I guess. I didn't know what I was doing, because this entire park isn't one theme. It's just a bunch of different themes, and the way that I had it right now, it sort of just looked like a bunch of warehouses, and I didn't really want that for the food court. I mean, if you go to a theme park, there usually is a bunch of buildings that just look like warehouses. That's because that's just how they do it. But I didn't really want that for the food court, and I wanted to sort of make that little, God, what do you call it? The part of the building that just goes straight across the pathway. I wanted to make that sort of a walkway, but I kind of decided against it just because I would have to I'd have to redo it, raise it up a bit, and then there'd be a walkway that pretty much does nothing. Since there's already one at the front of the park, I sort of voted against it. And I took a bunch of borders and I went all out with it. I think I ended up doing like 3 layers of borders just to kind of get rid of that warehouse vibe. And I think it turned out pretty good. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to do something different, something that just came to mind, and this is what happened with it. So I do end up changing the colors. I can't leave it just sort of gray and brown and orangish. I honestly don't even remember what I changed the colors to, but I think right here it's a little bit of a purple, kind of. It's like I want to say like a lighter version of a Kool-Aid purple. But, or at least it reminds me of like the powdered Kool-Aid, the color of it. That's sort of just what comes to my head with it. And I think I might have did the borders a whitish, maybe an off-white color. I'm honestly, I recorded this like 2 weeks ago now. So my memory is already pretty bad as it is. You don't start off with hardly any shops. I think you get like 3. So I was trying to do some research and have some others so I can have this area right now have at least 2 or 3 shops. I don't think I got anywhere close to that having 6 of them. I think I did maybe 4 shops in this, and that's just for now. I end up doing a little underground path so that the workers can walk underneath it and can go and deliver the stuff. And I had a few little glitches, I guess, with that underground walkway. For some reason, it just wouldn't reach the surface, I guess, and I caught it in the last second, but I still found it regardless. And I do apologize for basically every single video. This time it's the quality and my voice, because I record these the night before I upload them. So I get off work, I come home, I put together the video, I edit it, and then I do a voice over for it. And by then my voice is just gone because I'm just tired from standing all day. As you can tell just from my voice and voice cracks and all of that. I'm usually not talking that much, especially at work, since I work generally by myself. I mean, not really, but I usually just spend a lot of time not talking, really. I'm not a very social person, which most of you that are watching this know that. It's kind of obvious with me, especially if you follow me on Twitter, which will be linked below, as well as my Patreon. I still have that going. I got it started before they started charging people. So if you do want to, stop by there, maybe become a Patreon or Patron, however you pronounce it. That link is down below. And this part right here surprised me because it seems like there's plenty of room to place it, but for whatever reason it just doesn't. It's not overlapping anything. There's no like trees or there's nothing. It just won't place it. And the only way I can sort of get rid of that, or not get rid of it, but to be able to place it, is to take that extra part of the food court building and just push it in, and then maybe it'll work. But I'll just keep researching rides and see if maybe one will fit there better than that one. But I will probably end up placing that somewhere. So as soon as you walk into the park, it is a lot different compared to any of the parks that I do. Sort of just like, I don't think I've had a coaster just as soon as you walk in. That's just never been what I pretty much do my parks. I usually do the food court and some flat rides maybe, and then off towards the back and to the side and stuff I'll have all the coasters. But I did this one a little bit different just to mix it up, get some variety in here. And I do believe we're gonna start on this coaster here in a second. I think it's just a junior coaster. So it is a family ride, kind of. The intensity wasn't really there, and the excitement was alright, I think. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I sort of was just going off my head, just trying to see what would look pretty good. And I don't generally use the terrain much. I usually maybe like flatten it or make a hill myself or something like that, or use the rocks and make like a little mountain. But I think this is one of the first times I've actually used the terrain that was given to me and use it with a coaster. So this one has a couple of drops that go into the little hill that is around the island, and I thought that was pretty cool. And the I did use the pond here as well, so I think it turns out really well, honestly. It might not be like a very highly rated ride, but just the way that it looks, I'm very proud of it. It is kind of I don't want to say sad that it's only a junior coaster, but since you only start out with what they give you, that's all I had. And it was this one, the mouse, whatever I named that ride, and then one more I can't really remember the name of. So you see this is pretty much the general layout of the coaster. It goes underground, what, twice, I think? Yeah, twice. And I go through and I fix some of the curves a little bit. I do some banking for the curves, and I just wanted to give something less generic for this ride. And I still have no idea what I'm gonna do for this station, but I want it to be something themed, but not too crazy, because I've done like a jungle theme before. That one was pretty fun. So if you can comment down below if you've made it this far, what you think I should do for a station, because at this point I'm thinking maybe I can do a jungle one again, and sort of just go with that theme, but at the same time I do want to do something slightly different, and maybe go like I don't know, a haunted one wouldn't really fit this. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe like a I can't really think of it, huh? I was trying to think of like a Six Flags, maybe water ride or something like that. And this is where I fixed the little pathway, because for some reason it didn't actually go up towards the top. I left this part in just because I did fix that, and it didn't take me very long at all. The park isn't that big, so I was able to find all of them pretty easily. And so far I haven't used any loans yet, so we're doing pretty good on that. And yeah, I think the highest ride right now is the Enterprise. That's just what makes me the most money. I think I named that mouse ride Enterprise too. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you in whatever video I do next time. So yeah, peace.